Hi, welcome to a new GoForIt video. Today I will do the basic maintenance on my 2010 Porsche Cayenne 957. Come and join me, this will be quick, fun and easy. Here in the engine compartment we will start by taking off all these covers around the engine and the engine cover itself. This one is really easy, you just need to push it up and take it. And now we gain access to the oil filter in here. But before we start with this, I will remove all the other panels. You have these clips here that has a big cross. I use a big flat screwdriver and you just turn them 1/4 of a turn. And they will simply pop up and then you can remove them. You still have here a torque screw. You need to open the bottle for the water for the windshield and remove these torques. The first thing I will do is to change the engine oil. So I will just open here the cover, and now with a 32mm socket I can undo the oil filter container. The oil filter will come attached to the cover. Let it drain. The oil filter, it has a tab that is facing down and you just need to click it on the cover itself. The cover, it has an O-ring in here that we will replace also. The oil filter kit that I bought from Manfilter, the HU 8001X, it should bring everything in here. So the new filter with that tab and of course the new O-ring to the cover. So I will first remove the filter itself. And now with a small flat screwdriver you can take the O-ring out. So now to replace the new O-ring, I just use a little bit of the old oil just to lubricate it and just push the O-ring to the place. Right in there. You want to push the new filter to the spring there, just align it and push it in. Remember, with this tab, down, always down. And now you just need to replace it in the engine and tighten the cover to 35 Newton meter. It says here on top, but even if you miss this, remember 35 Newton meter, not more. And the filter is ready. We can now lift the car and drain the oil. Just remember that we need to lock the suspension before we lift the car. So we just put the engine on the first position. Then here on the control, you keep pushing the level up without taking your finger from there. And then you get the message saying regulation switched off. And now you can release it. It will stay just like this. And the message disappears. And now you can lift the car without having the system trying to compensate the height difference. With the car lift, we need to remove the down covers. Here you have the oil drain plug. It's an Allen 6. You just need to undo it. And now just let it drain. Now that we have the oil fully drained, we can replace the drain plug. And don't forget to change the washer. With some brake cleaner, just give it a wipe to this area. And we are ready to lower the car and put the oil in the engine. At this point we can replace the oil in the engine. I will use my favorite oil that I use in almost all my vehicles. Castrol Edge 5W30. It's Porsche C30 approved. So let's pour this oil in. Second container now, it should take 8 liters. Let's start the car to have the oil filter cup filled with oil, and then you let it sit a little bit and you check the level again. We can now reopen this, check the level. The engine ran a little bit and I let it sit for about 5 minutes to be sure that we have accurate reading. And we are almost in the minimum. So let's add a little bit more oil. And we are right on the point. There. Can you see? We are right on the level. I will drive the car now for some kilometers and then I will check it, and if necessary I will put a little bit more, but I think it's perfect like this. Now with the engine oil done, let's replace the air filter. This is really simple. You just need to disconnect the hose here, the rigid one. You just have to pry this back and just push it and disconnect it. Then you have this line here that is held in place with a clip that you just push it and you can take it up. And now you simply have two metallic tabs here on top that you just need to push them like two springs, and be careful not to lose this guy because it can fall down. And now you can just open the cover and take the filter from there. It was really dirty. Now the new filter in. I bought the one for dusty environment with this foam in the front. Probably this task will be easier if you just undo this plug and remove the back cover, but as you saw, it is possible with a little bit of patience to put it in place without disconnecting all the stuff. Now, don't forget to replace the air duct. Air filter is done. Next, I will work on the diesel filter and I will replace it. Let's put some paper around it, so if we spill something and if something came out of place, we will not have a big mess of diesel everywhere. With everything protected, we can now, with the Torx T30, undo all the bolts on the cap. Now carefully remove the cover. You need to push it a little bit because you have the rubber gasket inside. You see this one that we will replace in a moment. And just having this guy up, I will use my brake fluid suction device to remove some of the diesel that is in there to avoid to make a big mess. You don't have too much on the top, but it's always good to clean it a little bit. Now you just need to pry open the handle from the filter and twist it counterclockwise until it's free. It will come loose, and now we just need to push it up. Slowly, because it will be filled with diesel. And you can see, let me push this tray to here, so we can put it there. Now you can see how dirty it is. It's really dark. I was expecting it to be a little bit more clean. My new diesel filter, it will be from Manfilter PU 1033X, and this set came with the new gasket for the cover, the new inner gasket, and the washer for the bolt, for the drain bolt on top. And in here, the new filter. You can see, by comparison, the difference in look between both of them. Now, before putting the filter, I will just remove this gasket here. Carefully, with a flat screwdriver, you can push it up, or with a picker or something. Here it is. I am looking now inside, and I can see some debris inside of the cup, so I will just take the opportunity to clean the canister and take all that away. Now that the container is really clean, let's replace the inner gasket. Just press it in place, like so. Hope you guys can see it here inside. Now, the filter itself. It's seated all the way down. Replace the gasket with a new one. It has equal sides, so it doesn't matter how you put it. And now, with the filter in place, the gasket in place, we just need to push the cover in place and bolt it in. Now we have to prime the pump to fill the diesel container here for the filter. It should be around 20 seconds, it should be enough. And then we start the car and let's see how it behaves. Now we just double check that we don't have any leak here on the oil drain, and we can replace the cover on the bottom of the car. Now that we check that we don't have any leak on the diesel filter and everything is working properly, we can refit the trim in the engine bay, and this part is complete. To reposition the engine cover, you can see that it has 4 points with rubber that you need to attach on these points here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So just slide it in place And now push it down. Next, I will replace the cabin filter. We need to access this cover, take this cover, and gain access to the carrier. We just have a Torx T20 in here that we need to undo. And now this cover will come off. Just need to push it and it's out. You can disconnect these cables if you want, or just leave it here. Now I have in front the duct for the air that brings to this side and to this, that it is just clamped in, and you just need to push it and it will come off. Really easy. In here you can already see the access door for the filter. It's in here. We need to remove these two bolts and open this cover. This is a strange dimension. It's a 5.5 socket. With the cover out, I will just use a 90-degree speaker, but maybe with a flat screwdriver you can also do it. You just need to push the filter down. It was really dirty. Now I will replace it with this filter from Maue, LAC 182. It's a cabin filter with activated carbon. Now pay attention that on this filter you have a print here that show you the airflow. And it is important to respect that. Now let's reinstall the air vent. And now we just need to reinstall the screw in here. I don't have the service message here because I'm doing this maintenance because I want. It's not the car that it is requesting, but because I bought this car recently and I don't know the previous history, I am doing this to reset the service and to start fresh with the fluids and the filters. My car is a 2010 car, so it's always necessary to use some kind of tool to do the oil reset. I believe that in the early models, until 2005, I believe, it's possible to reset the computer with a combination of buttons here in the odometer and the reset on the computer, but on this car it is not possible to do that anymore. So I have my OBD dongle connected already, so let's start the ignition. And right in here we can go to maintenance, and now try to go to oil and see if this works. It's the first time that I'm using this tool with this car. Let's try it. So let's select Porsche, switch on ignition. Okay, it's on. It's taking some time. Said that VIN is not read, please confirm. Ignition is on. Okay, I can input the VIN number manually. Let's do that. Let's see if it accepts the VIN number and keep going. Okay, let's say service reset, the V6. Okay, engine oil, general Porsche approval. Okay, because the oil that we are using, it has the Porsche approval. And it says successfully completed. The service was resetted and we have now the service complete. This was the video for today. I really hope you enjoy it and it can be useful for you. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so you don't lose any of the new content. Follow me also on the social networks, on Facebook and special on Instagram, where I post regular updates between the videos. See you on the next one. Bye!